After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making of excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Lands the jab. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Ooh, that was a nasty right uppercut. Punch, counter punch. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
The perfect count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Defense here at all. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Missing with that jab. Trouble. Can he make his way out of it?
He's dazed. Where should he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got it. Hold it right there. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the right uppercut. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down!
I've seen many shots like that. Simple, short shot. Put the fighter down.
Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. What is... On to the third. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter shot lands. Straight right just misses. Good counter-punching. Failing to score with that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bo in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he at? And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's that counter shot. That left hook misses. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. Big Daddy in trouble.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even gone?
How did they survive that?
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bo in that last round. He is down. On to the 5th we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Counter punch. The legend Klitschko is on the canvas.
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
Who's got the advantage here?
Switching on.
And there's the bell to start round 7. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
For the weary, thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's perfect stuff.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Bo in that last one. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet. There's the bell to start round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He just misses with that jab. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. That jab doesn't score. He did not take that well at all, Klitschko.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
Klitschko! Oh, my word!
Is he out? Is he going to move? Is there a twitch?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
We didn't know who was going to win, and then good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falkor Bay. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Here's Vladimir Klitschko. He's a big 198-centimeter tall heavyweight with a reach of a whopping 206 centimeters. Up against them, Muhammad Ali. They call him the Louisville Lip. He weighed in at 210 pounds.
There's a mad weight difference here. You know what?
Making his way to the ring, it's Vladimir Klitschko. This is Muhammad Ali. And now making the walk, he's looked sensational as he just beat Sonny Liston and became a world heavyweight champion.
It'll be ding-ding from first start there off.
This bout is scheduled for...
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. He got caught clean by a left hook. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Did more work in the gym. That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab scores. Good looking jab. Just missing with the right uppercut. The perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. There's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch. Did you see that? Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Catch and shoot. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Klitschko in that last round. Well, there was... The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. The stamina is off the charts. Do you believe this? Punching. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali?
His legs have gone. Got to get a hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Lucky that hook didn't score. Looking to land the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punch. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Just missed that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Those counter punches have to hurt. That right hook catching air. Can't find a home in that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab was blocked. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. think of this fight so far, Joe? As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped. Let's start the 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Caution being thrown to the wind. Perfect counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's a counter shot. Misses with the jab. That jab doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. They got the momentum. There's the bell to start round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? Klitschko! Oh, my word!
Oh, what a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
2, 3, 4.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch himself out, though. It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Here comes the pride of Wales. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning over 10 years, defending against 20 opponents.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
What a pleasure to be. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Punch, counter punch. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. Got out of the way of that right hook. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And that hook misses. That jab doesn't score. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. The stamina is off the charts. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. That counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Catch and shoot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Can't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And Sugar is in trouble.
Does he know he's hurting? Look at him. That back foot wedge, it completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Misses with the straight left. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. That bell could... And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you...
Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Well done with that counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. Missing with the hump. And that right jab just misses. Joe Calzaghe just got rocked. Joe Calzaghe just went down.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Right uppercut just off target. Punch himself out, though. Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Talk about Calzaghe in that last round. Here we go. It's round 7. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Calzaghe in that. There's the bell to start round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The jab just got blocked. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good counter punching. He misses with that jab. Can you believe this? Joe Calzaghe in some serious trouble.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his leg.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Oh, he can smoke.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement.